Humane Society is marking 5 years in their Springfield South End headquarters, and Executive Director Leslie Harris and a really cute little friend named Cakes came in to talk about some of the great things they do at Dakin for our animals and their owners and more.
You know, a lot of people think of Dakin Humane Society as a place to come to adopt a dog or cat, but they may not think of us as a place to adopt another type of animal. And we have got tons of guinea pigs, ferrets, rabbits, mice, rats, birds. We have all kinds of small animals for adoption.
Everybody has different taste in pets, and you've got pretty much everything that's available.
That's right. If you have been thinking about keeping him as a pet, you should check with us first.
You're marking 5 years in Springfield. You're in the former MSPCA facility downtown on Union Street. And unbelievable what a busy place Dakin Humane Society is. You have, I understand, marked 50,000 spaying or neutering procedures in the past 5 years.
That's right, and we actually just hit 52,000. We crank out about 2,000 or about 1,000 surgeries a month at our community spay-neuter clinic. And that seems like a lot of sort of work, and that number, what does that number really mean for our community? And I'll tell you what, in the time that Dakin has been in Springfield, the 5 years that we've been here, serving the whole Pioneer Valley, the impact that that volume of surgeries has had on the homeless animal population in this community has been astounding. We have been able to, as an organization, reduce the euthanasia rate for homeless cats in our community by 77%. And you do that not just by adopting a lot of cats out, right, or finding homes for them like we're hoping to find a home for Cakes, but you do that by preventing animals from ever being homeless in the first place. And one of the best ways to do that is to nip them in the bud, keep them from having babies.
I want to ask you about, so I was just amazed, the list, when we were going to do this spot, your lady, Lee Hamilton, who does so much work to market and get you publicity. I said, send me some of the stuff you do so I can, well, the list went on and on. It was great. SPA, Safety Plan for Animals program. Yep. Help for a cat or dog, a pet owner who suddenly, for some temporary reason, can't take care of their animal.
That's right. The safety plan has something that Dakin has been doing for almost 20 years. And what this does is provide temporary emergency foster care for a cat or dog, or even some other types of animals, to help a person get the kind of care that he or she needs. So for instance, if a person is trying to get away from a domestic violence situation, most domestic violence shelters do not accommodate pets, but to leave a pet behind might mean that the animal might be subject to abuse. So some people actually stay in an abusive situation because they're afraid for their animals. Now we know that if you can go into shelter and you have a safe place for your animal to go, more people will seek shelter from domestic violence. So Dakin provides temporary short-term care for people seeking shelter for domestic violence who also have animals they're trying to protect. And it's not just in situations like that. We also have temporary foster care for a person's pet when the person is seeking temporary hospitalization. So maybe a senior who lives alone has a little dog and she falls and breaks her hip. She needs 6 weeks of rehab care. What we don't want is for the dog to become homeless and have to go somewhere else as a result. In this case, dog simply goes into foster care, lady gets back on her feet, dog goes back home. It's a win-win.
Every week, Thursday mornings, you have a low-cost vaccine clinic. And again, that's one of those things that can really mean a big difference for a family that just can't afford full care for their pet.
That's right. Care. You know, I think that, 25 years ago in the Pioneer Valley, animal homelessness, the real crisis of animal homelessness was there were simply too many pets. That even, the average middle-class American allowed their animal to have litters of puppies or kittens without really giving it a second thought. And animal welfare advocates have really been able to make a dent in that perception so that most pets are now, spayed or neutered and vaccinated. But one of the things that really stands in the way for a lot of families of doing right by their pet in a way that they really want to is financial access. So providing affordable vaccine every week, make sure that animals in our community are protected against disease. We take the opportunity at each one of those clinics to talk to our clients about spay or neuter surgery if the animal is not already fixed. We can talk to them about that, fix them up with our clinic, really help people who've never had a relationship with a veterinarian learn how to develop one. Because at the vaccine clinics, they're going to actually get a chance to talk to a veterinarian, in many cases for the very first time. And I will tell you that I go to those vaccine clinics, I talk to some of the people who are waiting in line with their pets. They are some of the healthiest and most loved pets that you will meet. And it's a simple matter of financial barriers that prevent them from getting everything that they need. Animal homelessness in our community is no longer about there being too many animals. It's now about poverty. And it really is about people having to make difficult decisions. And so everything that Dakin can do to help sort of intervene, give support where support can be given, help people get the information that they need to make good decisions, and then giving them access to services makes a huge difference in our ability to save lives here.
So many programs you do, and obviously you accept fees from people, payment, accept donations, but it costs a lot of money, and I'm sure those fees don't cover everything. You're in the midst now of a major fundraising drive, I know. Tell us how critical that is to what you do and what you want to continue to do.
Sure. Well, Dakin Humane Society is an independent nonprofit. So we're not a government agency. We're not a municipal animal control agency. We're not, even though we have the word Humane Society in our name, we're not governed by a national humane organization. We're entirely local. And what we do as a charitable organization. So contributions are obviously a big part of that. We have about a $3 million budget. A significant part of that comes from fees for service. So if we spay or neuter a pet, we charge a fee. If we adopt an animal out, we typically charge a fee. But you know what? The charitable contribution really makes ends meet for us. We've got a matching grant coming up that if gifts made between now and November 15th go toward that, and people can give online and learn more about us there.
And everybody, remember, give a call, go on the web, Dakin Humane Society. Let's get cakes a home.
That's right. What a character.
Leslie Harris, always great to have you with us. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks, Jim.